What if I tell you that one of the most strategically powerful countries in the world is often overlooked? It's not the US, it's not China, and it's not even one of the major European powers. It's Malaysia, a nation with a geography that's as crucial to its success as it is unique. From dominating global trade routes to offering stability in the face of natural disasters, Malaysia's geography is a force to be reckoned with. And yet, despite all of this, many people still don't fully grasp just how much of an advantage Malaysia has, simply because of where it's located. In this video, we're diving into why Malaysia's geography might just be one of the greatest hidden assets of the modern world. Ready to find out how its location, resources, and people have set it up for success? Stick around, because what you'll learn could change the way you see this incredible country. Malaysia is a safe haven buffer from natural disasters. One of Malaysia's biggest advantages is something that most people take for granted: safety from natural disasters. While many countries in Asia are constantly battling earthquakes, volcanoes, and typhoons, Malaysia is relatively protected. Let's take a look at its neighbors. Indonesia, just south of Malaysia, sits right on the Ring of Fire. It has over 120 active volcanoes and experiences earthquakes almost every year. The 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami, which hit Indonesia's Aceh province the hardest, killed more than 230,000 people across the region. The Philippines, another neighbor, is regularly hit by typhoons. On average, around 20 tropical cyclones pass through the Philippines every single year. Even Japan, a developed and advanced country, suffers from frequent earthquakes and tsunamis because of its location on tectonic plate boundaries. Now, compare that with Malaysia. It's located outside the Ring of Fire and is shielded from the Pacific typhoons. This means Malaysia doesn't experience large-scale earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, or destructive storms as often as its neighbors. Sure, Malaysia has occasional floods and haze issues, but on the scale of natural disasters, it's much safer. This stability has a huge impact on the country's development. Investors and businesses prefer countries where their factories, offices, and infrastructure aren't at constant risk of being destroyed. For ordinary people, this means safer homes, schools, and cities. Think about it. Geography gave Malaysia a natural insurance policy against disasters, and that safety has allowed it to focus on growth and progress. While many other countries had to spend billions on rebuilding after disasters, Malaysia has a strategic location. Now, let's move to Malaysia's biggest geographic superpower, its strategic location. Malaysia is positioned right along the Strait of Malacca, one of the most important shipping lanes in the world. To put it simply, if global trade had highways, the Strait of Malacca would be like Times Square. Always busy, always critical. Around 90,000 ships pass through the strait every year. Even more impressive, about 25% of the world's traded goods, from oil to electronics to raw materials, flow through this narrow waterway. Here's why this matters. Imagine if you're a ship carrying oil from the Middle East to China, Japan, or South Korea. The fastest and cheapest route is through the Strait of Malacca. Without it, ships would need to take much longer routes, adding thousands of kilometers and millions of dollars in costs. This makes Malaysia's position extremely valuable. This isn't just about economics, it's also about geopolitics. Big powers like the United States and China pay close attention to Malaysia's location because whoever controls or influences this region can indirectly influence global trade. That's why the Strait of Malacca has often been called a choke point of the world economy. And Malaysia doesn't just benefit from trade lanes. It also has access to two major bodies of water, the South China Sea on its east coast and the Indian Ocean on its west coast. This gives Malaysia an advantage in connecting East Asia with South Asia, the Middle East, and even Africa. Few countries in the world enjoy this kind of dual access. It's no surprise that Malaysia has become a hub for logistics, shipping, and aviation. Kuala Lumpur International Airport is one of the busiest in Southeast Asia, and Port Klang is ranked among the top 15 busiest ports in the world. Geography put Malaysia in the middle of the action, and it has been leveraging this position for decades. Malaysia has plenty of natural resources. Of course, location isn't the only gift Malaysia received. Its natural resources have been the backbone of its economy for centuries. Let's start with agriculture. Malaysia is one of the world's largest producers of palm oil, a product used in everything from cooking oil to cosmetics to biofuel. In fact, Malaysia and Indonesia together account for about 85% of global palm oil supply, with Malaysia producing over 18 million metric tons in recent years. This makes Malaysia a key player in global food security. Historically, Malaysia was also known for its rubber and tin production. Back in the early 20th century, Malaysia was the world's top exporter of tin and one of the largest producers of natural rubber. These industries attracted foreign investment and helped build the foundation of the modern economy. Even today, Malaysia remains a major exporter of rubber gloves, something the world realized during the pandemic in 2020 when demand skyrocketed. But Malaysia's resources aren't just limited to agriculture. The country is also rich in oil and natural gas. According to Petronas, Malaysia's national oil company, the country has about 3.66 billion barrels of proven oil reserves and significant natural gas reserves. This has made Malaysia the second largest oil and gas producer in Southeast Asia after Indonesia. LNG, or liquefied natural gas from Malaysia, is shipped all over the world, especially to Japan and South Korea. What makes this even more powerful is that Malaysia has managed its resources relatively well compared to some other resource-rich countries. While countries like Venezuela collapsed due to over-reliance on oil, Malaysia diversified its economy into manufacturing and services. Still, its resource base continues to provide stability and revenue. And let's not forget tourism, which is also tied to geography. Malaysia's beaches, islands like Langkawi and Sipadan, and its lush rainforests attract millions of visitors. In 2024, Malaysia welcomed approximately 25 million tourists, generating billions in revenue. Nature has blessed Malaysia with landscapes that appeal to both. Now, what do you think? Do you agree that Malaysia's geography is one of the world's hidden powers? Drop your thoughts below. And if you've experienced Malaysia firsthand, share your story. And don't forget, we post more travel insights and real-world explorations here on the channel. Comment below. Which country do you think has the best geography in the world?